expecting to get any of them in stores. I don't go to stores looking for them. I don't expect to find them.
You live in America. You could actually walk into a store and find them, though. They are fucking hard to find up here.
Oh man,
Like comparatively,
I've just
but,
given
I mean,
I've just given up and ordered them online at this point.
I mean,
when you can.
really, there aren't that many retailers for the population density in this area.
You live in New York City. You can go to anywhere.
You can just go to the Nintendo store and buy them.
Yeah, but I'd have to stand in like a 5-hour line.
I guess that's true.
Those lines are ridiculous.
That's
I've been
also
to the
a,
Nintendo
that's just a
store.
statement right there. How long the lines are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
online is easier. Just luck, but
There's no favorite part in the act of finding amiibo, honestly.
No,
Not
it
really.
sucks. It's
the favorite
really
part
dumb.
is you have them, the thing you like, and you're like, yeah, I like this thing. It makes me a little happy.
You still
What
have to
on-
do How to Open Amiibo Part 3
That is actually my favorite part, is making dumb videos.
of how to open them.
Yes. I have a plan for the next one.
Have you had anybody just, like, yell at you for not being a collector and taking them out
No,
of the
I think I
package?
just had one dislike on one of the videos.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Dude, I've had people ask me when I pick up Amiibos, like, "You're actually gonna open them, right?" It's like, yes. Calm
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Why would you ever not? They're cool little figures, and I want to hold them in my hand. Like Mega Man here. He's my favorite one because he's my favorite character.
Dude, the Splatoon
I
ones
mean,
are actually not
I
that
The only reason I have ones that I haven't opened is because I want to make dumb videos.
But you will be eventually opening them.
Yes, they will all be open.
I've got a bunch for giveaways and for trades to get ones I can't seem to find anywhere else. So
Fair enough.
Sure. All right. Matthew writes in saying, what do you guys think about Arc System Works obtaining the rights to the Kunio-kun series, Renegade, River City Ransom, Super Dodgeball, and Double Dragon? What do you think will happen to River City Ransom Underground? For reference, the series were owned by Million for pretty much since Techno's Japan shut down in the mid-90s. These guys have been okay, he's just giving...
you have made a number of Kunio-kun spin-offs.
Yeah. So
Arc-
he's basically saying they're gonna probably do decently with it, and they've just bought the rights to some stuff that haven't been up for grabs for a long time.
The legal rights owner to River City Ransom was working on River City Ransom Underground because he bought the rights from Million. So River City Ransom Underground's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Because that's technically like a spin-off of Kunio-kun, like so much that it doesn't involve Kunio anymore. So I think that project's fine.
Sure.
Yeah, I think Arc System Works means we're going to get more Double Dragon. To be fair, we did get Double Dragon Neon a couple years ago.
And it was real good.
It was pretty good, but that was also way forward. So, but I would probably play a Double Dragon game made by Arc System Works as long as it's better than the Guilty Gear Burst mode, that beat 'em up they did with the Guilty Gear sprites.
Never played it.
I mean, it was all right, but it's definitely not the best beat 'em up in the world.
Okay. Super Dodgeball would be great. That'd be fucking great. Although there's already a dodgeball game on Steam that you can play and has robots in it, and it's
Got
crazy.
mustaches and googly eyes.
We have to do that again at some point.
We should. There's a bunch of games we should play again, to be fair.
Yeah.
They should just put a Bobo into a fighting game.
I mean, they kind of did that. It's called Double Dragon. And Double Dragon
Into
5 and Super Double Dragon. They made a lot of Double Dragon fighting games, actually.
Better fighting game.
And then there's a Bobo's Adventure.
Well,
Yep.
yeah. That's a weird thing.
That was a good thing. I like it. All right. What's the next one? Chillin writes in and says, to shorten things, I'm leaving my preamble where you don't have to read it out loud unless you know you wanted to or something.
Okay.
Okay. Last night's stream mentioned one thing, which made me think of another thing, which reminded me of another thing. I haven't made a drinking game for Top 10 Perspective yet, and unfortunately, I still can't yet, but that did connect to yet another thing that I actually wanted to ask about.
Okay.
At what point would you find it acceptable if the overhead viewers were to make and contribute, wow, English today, to a TV tropes page for Top 10 Perspective? Remember, there's no such thing as notability on TV tropes. This is about personal preference on your guys' part. I mean, go for it.
I was gonna say the internet do what it do, man. Don't care.
Yeah. I thought there already was one, but I guess not.
Sure. I'll read this to you because it makes more sense. John, thank you for apologizing about Edmonton, but I kind of feel bad and weird now due to a little irony caused by the recent tragedy that happened here. I feel like I need to say sorry for being so upset about it for over a year. I'm sorry.
I was really confused with how angry he was about it.
So
But, like,
what happened?
Okay, so for a while I was saying that Edmonton was the murder capital of Canada. I said it on here, I said it on streams. I probably even said it in a video at some point.
Okay.
But apparently I was way off. Looking on Wikipedia, it says since 1981, Edmonton's only been the murder capital twice. Which is weird because if you check the sources they link there, it actually says that it's been the murder capital 5 times. So I don't know why Wiki has a different number. But either way, it pales in comparison to Winnipeg, which has been the murder capital 16 times.
Yeah.
So, and meanwhile, Calgary's got a paltry 1. So,
How do we have one even?
I don't know. It was a bad year, I guess.
Was that the year that, like, in 3 months there were 6 murders? Like, the beginning of the year? Do you remember? There was, like, a New Year's Eve party that went bad. Then, like, a bunch of other shit that happened. Weird. Okay, anyway.
That was this year, Paul.
Was it?
That was this year.
Okay, then that's every year, because that happened 2 years ago, too. Because there was somebody I knew that knew the guy that got killed, apparently, at one of those parties. I don't know, whatever. Every year in Calgary, there is a giant bonfire or something, and somebody dies on New Year's Eve to sacrifice to the gods. That's apparently what happened, so there you go.
Balance it out for the rest of Canada.
Anyways, yeah. Well,
But yeah, because I was so far off, I kept saying it, I guess he got upset, but I looked it up the other day when he brought it up on Twitter, of all things. And I was like, oh, guess I was wrong. Sorry.
oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I guess I could see. Part of me wonders if it's more like funny that a guy from Calgary was saying that about Edmonton. But I think it was just more like, it's misinformation. Please stop spreading misinformation about Edmonton.
I mean, either way, that's fair, because nobody wants to spread misinformation if they, like, if they know about it.
And now we've got Calgary's new tourism motto: "We were only the murder capital once. Come to Calgary."
It's not just yeehaw or something anymore.
I think it's Yahoo. I think is actually what it is.
No, I thought it was Key to the West or
Oh, no,
something.
you're right.
Heart of
That's
the West or
actually-
something.
No, I think Key to the West is actually Alberta or Heart of the West. I think that's just Alberta's motto.
Fucking ridiculous. Where the hell are we?
Did we actually finish that question?
I think so.
Paul, really happy to hear about you getting into Phoenix Wright.
Oh, okay.
Now I've only watched YouTube videos of them, but I can't recommend Miles Edgeworth Investigations 2 enough, though it's only available by a fan translation and presumably pirating, so there is that to consider.
Dude, I will pirate anything that's not available to me if it's good.
I'm gonna just say right now, you got a ways to go before you even at the point where you'd be playing that.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
But you also have to get to the point where you actually like Edgeworth, so I feel like you have a ways to go yet.
Okay. That's fair. Oh, yeah, I see here. His last thing is for Sean. Sean, are you, as a reviewer, are you considered press? Do you attend E3, and are you going to this year? I
think
guess,
since he was in San Diego, he probably could have swung it this year, but he got a pretty sweet trip instead. So
yeah, I mean, just to answer for him, and he can talk more about it next week or the week after, whenever he's back, if he wants. He can, and he wasn't going to because he's in Europe. So, yes. Oh wait, any other things to mention about E3 from the three of you? The event itself, or anything going down? It's not very fun, and PAX is funner for me. So
yeah, E3 is basically waiting in lines or booking appointments to watch someone else play a game for you.
Mm-hmm.
PAX, you can actually play the games.
And even people you would want to talk to and hang out with, they're usually working and they are pissy. So they don't want to hang out very much.
No, E3 is kind of miserable. It's work basically for everyone involved. Even like people who get to go and have fun, it's still kind of work.
Sure. So go to PAX if you can. Oh, wait, you can't, because in the
No.
time it took me to say this, they sold out of tickets again.
Somehow it's becoming easier to go to E3 instead of PAX because Nintendo's just fucking giving away passes now.
Are they?
They tweeted out the other day, it's like, hey, like, give us your best reason to want to go to E3, and we have like 50 passes to give away.
Why
Well, I
don't we?
think like the
And
conference
apparently-
in general like allocated like another 10% just to the companies to like bring in random people.
Yeah, apparently also anyone who joined like that Nintendo content program for YouTube got offered a free pass to E3.
Yeah.
So
But apparently that's widespread for all like the big organizations got a bunch of like the allocation for the percentage of people at E3 for just like people off the street to hype stuff was increased this
Of
year
course,
by a
because
lot.
these people are working for these companies, essentially, by hyping their shit. They are
Yeah.
the advertisers. So why wouldn't you give them access to
Yeah.
your Nintendo conference if they're your content creator? They are the ones driving your sales. They are the Street Force handing out their mixtape, being like, yo, man, I can't take it back. It's $20. Can't touch it. You already touched it. It's yours, $20. I'm sorry, John. I just realized I basically insulted your profession. That's not what I mean. You know what I mean. We're cool. We're cool,
Thanks,
right?
Paul.
We're
Thanks-
cool.
thanks, Paul.
Yeah, we're cool.
Thanks, Paul.
No, but seriously, like, yeah, no, of course they're gonna like give them passes for these people because they are the ones. Everybody knows now that the people on Twitch, YouTube, and bigger sites and stuff, they are the ones selling these games. Essentially, it's no longer the commercials on TV; it's these people. So, why wouldn't you do that? It's bad business if you don't. Alex Clark writes in, "What do you guys think of the Hyrule Warriors leak?" It's cool.
I'll play it. I'll pick it up. I like Hyrule Warriors.
I do too.
I hope you can transfer your progress if it's literally just a port. If it is just a port, I hope you can transfer your progress.
Sure. I agree.
Because there is a lot of content in Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah.
I haven't
that
even
kinda
I
game
haven't even
feels like
touched
it
any
makes
of the
more
other
sense in
DLC
handheld.
packs. There's so much content in those fucking DLC packs.
Hank, what is your opinion on Hyrule Warriors? Because we've
I've
talked
never really
about
played a Dynasty Warriors game.
Okay. Do you like killing a
They
lot
look-
of stuff?
They look boring,
Oh fuck!
But they
you
look
really
like-
are, Sean.
but I mean, if you got into a groove with it, I could see how it would just be
That yeah.
fun. Like they're modern day beat 'em ups basically, and beat 'em ups are fine. I don't have anything against Hyrule Warriors or Dynasty Warriors. There are other games I'd rather play.
Sure.
I don't know.
I thought about getting
Dynasty
it, but
Warriors
didn't
is a
end
is
up
a good,
getting it.
relaxing game, to be honest.
Yeah.
So Kinky Ray brings up a good point. How on earth will DLC work for that? I don't know, because they've actually like shown a picture of like the cover of the game. Like DLC characters show up on the cover, which means they do have some of the DLC in there.
Yeah, like
If
I'm
it-
sure there'd be like an ultimate collection or something of everything.
Yeah, but it's weird that it would be on the 3DS of all things.
yeah, it would. Yeah,
It-
it is.
I do like
I
at
heard-
least that it connects to the Wii U one to unlock characters. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna read this next question because it made me audibly laugh when I pulled it. Josh Hughes writes in, just a quick question for John. How on
my
earth did you miss
God.
that chest in Isaac?
Oh
it was
my
in plain
God.
sight
It
in the middle of the
doesn't
room.
matter. It doesn't matter. We still got Lord of the Flies. We still beat Isaac. It doesn't matter. Also, I actually had to go back and look. So I'm like, there's no way I missed the chest. Sure enough, I straight up missed the chest.
Yeah. I thought that
I'm
was
like,
hilarious.
what? Like, was my brightness down low or something? I just did not see it. I guess it's because I was too focused on the hearts and the buddies. I just didn't care about the chest.
You know what? It happens. I mean, it happens to some guys, not every guy, but, you know, missing chest happens. I wouldn't worry about it.
Focused on winning.
Yeah, exactly. And he did, so I'll give him that. He does have an actual question. Seriously, though, what would you recommend to somebody about to go to college for a computer engineering major? If I remember correctly, you were comp sci, so some of your experience may be comparable.
I don't know if I should answer that question now after that.
Okay, next question comes from Jeremy Phillips. What is your favorite secondary mascot? i.e. Sly Cooper for PlayStation or Crash Bandicoot, etc.? You can answer it if you want, but that is actually the next question.
I was like, you just kept going. I'm like, holy shit, never. I do that. I would recommend, if you're going in for a computer engineering major, make sure you really love that shit because you're going to be doing it a lot. You're going to spend a lot of time in that lab.
The F's in chat. Actually, I think it's weird you bring this up. Hank, aren't you comp sci as well? You're doing that too.
Taking classes, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, but yeah, love that shit. Like, you spend a lot of time doing it.
Love that shit or you will have regrets.
Yeah.
Okay. The other question that I was joking and kept going with the joke to see if I would be stopped or not is actually a question. So what is your favorite secondary mascot? So like Sly Cooper, Crash Bandicoot, etc.
So I guess you can't say Mario for Nintendo.
Would that be a secondary mascot?
That would be a primary
That's
mascot.
primary.
Yeah.
So secondary would be what? Maybe
that's why I
Link?
find it funny that they say Crash Bandicoot because technically he was the mascot for a while.
I'm wondering if he
Yeah.
means for PlayStation Sly Cooper to Crash Bandicoot, sort of thing,
No, I think
or like
Naughty
different
Dog
eras.
Naughty Dog was a different company, so technically, yeah.
Right.
Um,
Link from Legend of Zelda would be my
So,
answer. Probably.
I guess like for Xbox it'd be Master Chief. You would be a primary. Like Nintendo would be Mario. Waluigi.
Mascot? Sure. You know what? Yeah. Sure. More so in
Mario.
more recent years than ever, but yeah.
Say Wario or Kirby,
Okay.
probably.
Actually, you know what? Kirby is a good answer.
Kirby's real good.
I do like how like Nintendo characters are really all that came to mind for all of us. Like I'm seeing some good suggestions in the chat, like Parappa the Rappa.
Parappa's good, man.
Yeah.
It's all in the mind.
Bubsy from Bubsy the Bobcat.
No, that's a bad answer. I don't like that.
I'll be honest.
I hate Bubsy.
Kirby is actually a pretty solid choice.
Yeah,
I think
Kirby's a good
I
one.
would probably actually say Kirby.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh man, you were not kidding about how many questions we had. Holy
Yeah,
crap!
I was not kidding about how many questions we have. Hank, why don't you take the next one?
Okay. Why don't you guys host the TDP podcast on Twitch? It might increase viewership and isn't that hard to just type /host top-down perspective into your Twitch channels. Just a suggestion.
I honestly keep forgetting to do it.
I honestly just want people to use this chat, the top-down one, instead of be split up into 3 different ones.
That's also a
Especially
good point.
now that there's a whisper functionality. Like, I don't know, man.
Whisper.
I mean,
Also-
it's a thing that could happen, though. He's right. It is easy.
Yep.
But yeah.
Also, with the Steam Summer Sale going on, are there any games you're waiting to go on sale specifically? Also, have you guys bought any yet?
Yeah, I bought a couple.
I haven't bought any yet. Purchased any.
Yeah, me either.
There are a few I've been wanting, though, that I put on my wish list. I just gotta find which ones they are, because I can't remember.
I think my wish list is actually just down to 1 game now because I knocked out 4 of them and then a friend bought the other one.
I actually want Evolve at a price that is not, like, bad at all. And it's on 40% right now, so $42. That's still about $10 to $20 too much for me. Because that game is only fun with friends, and when I buy it, I will probably get a 5-pack or 4-pack or whatever it is, so I could hand them out and we could have fun. So that's too expensive for me. Sword Coast Legends, I want to play, but that is only 13% off right now at $35 roughly. So yeah, I don't know. There are a few on my wish list, but nothing major.
Axiom Verge isn't on sale at all.
Nah, that's not surprising. It only just came out recently.
You should buy that.
Axiom Verge is pretty good. I like it.
It is.
Yeah. I was waiting for the Steam Sale to pick up Elite Dangerous. I was thinking of getting that.
That game's good. Yeah.
Galactic Civilizations 3 I was looking at.
Nice.
Kentucky Road Zero.
Mm-hmm.
I was looking at the the new like Game of Thrones and Borderlands Telltale games. And The Witcher was on my mind.
Oh yeah, Witcher 1 and 2 are like dirt cheap. I should probably pick those up. I picked up Dungeon of the Endless, 1001 Spikes.
Did you pick it up just to play this Friday?
Yeah.
Did you actually enjoy it at least?
I had fun. I like
Okay.
if I ever actually dug into my Steam list, I would probably play that at some point.
Okay.
But like it reminded me a lot of that. What was that game? That football game that we ended up playing with the robots.
Frozen
Fractured.
Cortex?
Yeah, Frozen Cortex. It kind of reminded me of that a little bit.
Because you seemed a little dismissive at first, but then after you got like the idea,
Because
of where to
it
look
seemed
for
really
stuff,
daunting at first, but once you started like the mechanics started becoming more obvious, it became a bit better.
it's honestly not as bad as because when I first saw that game played, I was just like, "Fuck this," but then actually playing it, it made way more sense somehow. But yeah.
1001 Spikes, Darkest Dungeon, Fahrenheit, Indigo Prophecy Remastered, and Valkyria Chronicles.
You have to get Darkest Dungeon. That game is real good.
No, I have it. That's one of the ones I picked up.
Oh, that's the one you picked. Okay.
Those were the ones that like most of those were on my wish list. Valkyria Chronicles wasn't. I just picked up because it was super cheap. I already had it for PS3.
Yeah.
You did good, kid. You did good.
Thank you. I did it.
Yay.
I did it.
I don't want to play Darkest Dungeon until it's out of early access. Like I just want that game to be full of content.
That game already has
done.
quite a bit of content, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. I understand it though, as well.
Yeah.
You can wait. I'll let it go this time. Mama Kazooie writes in, "Oh God, I hope this sends. You're in luck. It did.
It worked.
I am a bit curious about something. Ever since last summer, I've been curious about YouTube channels, specifically whether or not I should do it. I have this odd feeling you get asked this a lot or skip questions like these. If you don't mind, though, my specific question, how do I know it's for me? I have so many worries. What if I suck? What if I end up not liking it and end up wasting money on equipment? What if I enjoy doing it but get a ton of hate? Not just one or two troll comments, but like half a bar of dislikes or something. A bit of a dumb question, yes. Nonetheless, I decided to ask it anyway. Hope the email isn't too bad. Also, thank you if you do manage to answer this or even go as far as to read it."
See, the problem is you kind of have to do something to know if it's for you. Like, I mean, you can see things, like, if it seems interesting, it's like, oh, that looks like fun, then test drive, basically. Here's a weird thing, like, try finding the free ways to do it for a bit.
Yes.
Yeah. There are free alternatives to, like, most everything. And then, like, if you're enjoying doing it a couple times with the free stuff, then maybe it's like, oh, maybe I'll actually put a little money in, start stepping it up, stuff like that. Like,
Right.
I didn't spend any money on any of my stuff for like the first couple of months I was doing things, and then I was like, oh, this is fun. I'll put a little bit more money into it, and just kept kind of going like that.
Sure. I mean, a way you can start too. Download open broadcast software, OBS.
Mhm.
Use that to screen capture a game you like to play on PC, even if it's just like a Facebook Flash game or something like that. Just do a screen or region capture of it and record it, then upload it to your YouTube channel that is also free and see what you think. You will probably get hate, but you get hate doing anything ever.
Unfortunately, yeah, that's just a part of the internet or like anywhere there's comments is that you will get some sort of hate, period. It could even be for something that you can't control. Like someone could like be upset at you because the game sucks. That is a thing that has happened before. It's very dumb, but what are you going to do?
And you didn't play it properly. Maybe you missed a chest when you're playing Binding of Isaac.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate that. Yeah, you'll be scrutinized. Like, once you get to a certain point, you get scrutinized for everything. And you just have to eventually learn to either go with it or just say, fuck it. Because you need a thick skin if you keep doing it. If you find that you don't have a thick skin for, like, bullshit like that, then I'm going to say maybe don't do it to keep your sanity in check. Because I'll be honest, anyone who's made it is not the most mentally balanced person anymore. The internet has ruined them.
I mean, I'd really just say do it without spending money. Try it out and just see if you enjoy it. Like, don't even worry about other people at all. Just see if you like it.
But like actually like it, not just like this could be fun. Like this is what I like doing as a free time thing because it takes time. Like, even just uploading shit can take a few hours if it's a big enough file. So, yeah. I hope you try it. Send me a link on Twitter if you do. I'll check your stuff out. Why not? Sure. Matthew Sestek writes in, now that we have the NES Zapper and Splatoon, are there any more obscure peripherals you think we should see in Splatoon? Personally, I'd like the red version of the N-Zap to be equipped with Seekers reskinned as Robs.
That would be cool. Yeah, the red N-Zap is coming in too, the red Zapper, because they originally put in the gray Zapper. I'd like to see Super Scope. I'd like to see Flood from Super Mario Sunshine. Those would both be cool.
Flood would be great. That's
Flood makes the most sense, especially when like the beginning of the Splatoon trailer at E3 last year. I thought they were making Super Mario Sunshine 2, which was like, are you fucking serious? Why?
Because Sunshine's great.
Then, it's a much better game. Sweet.
Sunshine's great. Whatever, man. 3D Marios are terrible except Sunshine because there's actually an interesting mechanic in it other than jumping in a shitty 3D plane.
Shame there's so much stupid shit with that game that ruins it.
There's a lot of stupid shit with that game. It's mechanically sound, though.
Yeah, cleaning up the gunk. Yes, that was mechanically sound.
It was. Have you ever played Viscera Cleanup Detail? That is not mechanically sound cleaning up the gunk.
It sucks.
It's really bad.
I figured out how to make TNT not explode, though.
Oh, dude. We should share secrets later, because I have no idea. I'll tell you how to get it blood out of anything.
Like, how do you get it out of the floor
Press the one
when
button
it glitches
over and
through
over.
the floor?
Through the floor. Push it through the floor.
Oh my god.
That's the most, from what I've heard about that game, that's the most broken part, is stuff falls through the floor and you can't finish. You can't actually get everything at certain points.
Cool.
Also, the peripheral I want is, I don't remember what it was called, but that NES headset thing where you like fired by yelling.
Oh my god.
And I want it to work
Fire,
you shoot
fire.
by yelling fire into the gamepad.
Yeah.
Objection.
What the hell was that called?
What? Oh, the headset? Oh, man.
That's a really obscure thing. Holy shit, I forgot that existed.
Looking it up. Someone will probably have it before I get there.
God, there were some...
Laser scope.
The laser scope.
The Konami laser scope.
That's right.
That thing.
Wow, man.
It looks like something you would have seen at a Captain Power. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's the chat saying it before you did because of the delay. So...
Or put a DDR pad in the game and you paint by dancing.
That could be great, actually. I just killed a duck by saying fuck.
Fuck fire. Fuck fire.
Yeah.
Since you're the guest, Homer, you get to take the longest question to read out.
Wow, aren't you nice?
Philip Cullison writes, "Hi guys, how are you doing?
Good.
Good, I hope. I had a great time watching you guys an hour ago, and I especially enjoy watching you duck game. Of all of the games I've seen you guys play together, that was a hilarious one. Maybe I should get that game sometime.
Yeah,
and John,
it just came out. So.
Yeah, you should
if
get
it makes you feel any better, I think you did a fantastic job at Binding of Isaac. Run. Don't let those arrogant, snobby views tell you otherwise."
That's probably the
Anyways.
nicest comment you'll ever get about that.
Sadly, yeah. We even though we beat the game, people give me shit about going slow. People give me shit about missing one red chest.
People are going to give you shit no matter what happens.
Yeah, that's why I said you need a thick skin if you're going to do anything on the internet.
Anyways, congratulations to all of us for Bloodstained's success. I backed it for $100 when John showed the Kickstarter, and I look forward to have my name among my fellow Proton John clan members. I figured in honor of this success, I would ask you guys who is your favorite character in the Castlevania franchise and why. Mine is probably Alucard because despite all the atrocities he has to put up with, he remains a strong and classy gentleman. On a more serious gaming note, this has been on my mind for a while. Should I get Splatoon? I hear this game is fun and everything, but I hear it lacks some content right now. Should I get it now? Or wait later till more stuff comes out that would contribute to my first experience? My reason for this concern is that Gen Con in India is coming up in a month or two. I might be able to have enough time to save up for Gen Con if I buy Splatoon.
Yeah,
I might be able to have enough time to save up for Gen Con if I buy Splatoon now, but would experience for Splatoon be worth the full price right now? The reason I'm a little hesitant on this is because I bought Destiny when it first came out for the 360, quickly regretted it due to the lack of content it had for a full price game.
I feel like I kind of already went over everything with Paul earlier when he asked, because he kind of asked the same question.
Yeah, me and this guy, man. Me and Philip Collison, bros for life. Splatoon
There you
bros.
go.
Don't know.
I mean, I'm in the same spot, and I'm currently in the just waiting point because there's other stuff I want to be playing right now, and if I wait, there will be more content later.
The only
If playing with people, I'm sure I would have a good time.
Flip side, and the other thing is like, there's no guarantee people will come back when the new content comes out.
Sure.
So, but like, there's only like 6 maps now, 7, because they added a new one the other day. I think there's 7 maps now. But no, I still think it's fun. You won't have to wait too long, technically, just a month or two. Just, it's up to you, really, in the long run. I'm having fun with it. I don't feel like I wasted my money. Just, your mileage may vary. If you have a bunch of local people who are willing to play it, or like even friends that you know online, stuff like that, and I say take the plunge.
Sure. What about Castlevania characters?
Probably gonna say I'll say Soma for a couple of reasons.
Yeah,
Just
Soma's
'cause
badass.
I just like the futuristic things, and I like the spoilery things that I can't quite say yet.
Sure.
For those who don't know yet, since I'm playing through it.
Sure.
Well,
Who's
at
your
least
favorite
those-
Belmont?
Ooh,
Richter's the right answer.
Is it?
I like Richter. Who do you like?
Well, if you want to get technical, I guess you could. No, I'm not even gonna say that.
No, go ahead. Say it. Unless it's a
No.
spoiler.
It's a spoiler. That's why I wasn't gonna
Okay,
say it.
gotcha.
Yeah, I don't really have a favorite, I guess, out of the Belmonts.
I like Dracula.
You know, oh no, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna say Sonia Belmont because she's the only character that was in multiple games and then got completely written out of the storyline.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I like Dracula. What is a man? Just
He's
stupid.
a man.
Just stupid.
Some good books there.
Alucard is Dracula backwards.
What? Oh man.
You ruined everything.
Spoilers!
Spoilers for all those
Alucard
movies
Belmont.
where they have to draw lines between the words Dracula and Alucard because the audience couldn't just figure that out.
Hank,
Yeah.
Dracula is Alucard backwards.
Shit.
That's how you know this podcast has been going too long, but Hank, you haven't given an answer. Who's your favorite Castlevania character?
Dracula, I guess. I don't really go to those games for story.
It's kind of important if you think about it.
Yeah, Christopher Lee was great as Dracula. Now he's gone forever. Those Hammer films are
Yeah.
fucking great. People have
Yeah.
to check those out.
I love the rumor that one of them he didn't speak because the rumor is that he hated the script so much he just wasn't gonna speak.
I could see it. Okay. We're on to Twitter questions. So Dalton Nelson writes in, what is your opinion on Mega Bomber for the Mega Drive?
Wow. Wow.
What?
Did not expect that question.
Why? Because you don't have an answer.
Well, I don't expect anything that's like, how do you like the Bomberman games on the Sega Genesis? Because I also think it got a really weird name over here, too. Because
Yeah.
I know I've got like Punk Bomber. I think that's what that is.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember. I'm actually looking it up to make sure because I don't want to get up and actually look for it. Yeah, Punk Bomber, sure enough.
I'm for it.
Fun game.
Yep. Hank, answer.
Bomberman is fun.
The only Bomberman game I've played is Act Zero. So
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Konagami writes in, Saw the NPD rankings for software sales and was pleasantly surprised to see Splatoon in 5th after 2 days of sales. Do you think Splatoon will be the system seller that will drive Wii U sales to what they need, or will they just fall flat again?
No, I think it was just a slow week, unfortunately.
It was the only notable game out, I think, that week.
Yeah. Actually, no, wait. Wasn't it the same week as Witcher 3?
Was it? You might be right. I don't know. I don't know.
Either way, Splatoon's pretty good, and it's nice to see a good IP, like a new IP from Nintendo. So, yeah,
It feels like people are excited about it, but those are probably just people who like Nintendo anyway. Like,
oh no, Witcher 3 had already been out for like a week or two.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
no, but it's good for people who already have a Wii U. I
think it'll sell some people on Wii U's. They've already got a Splatoon bundle that came out as well. So I think it'll probably get some people to move the system.
But I think the Wii U is like so far behind the curve. It's not going to get it. It might it'll help probably, but it's not going to get it where they'd want it.
Well, my thing is for people that like Splatoon or want Splatoon enough to buy a console for it, they probably already bought the console for all the other Nintendo products that have gotten bigger hype by now already, right? Like, this is just the icing. There wasn't any holdup that's like, well, I know Mario Kart's out, and I know Smash is out, and I know these Mario games and stuff are out, but I just really hope one day they come out with a good shooter, that'll really sell me on the Wii U. I don't think that person exists, maybe? The people that were really into Splatoon enough to buy a whole console for it, I think probably were already sold with the other great stuff that have come out on the system, is my theory. Maybe? I don't know. Sorry. It's really quiet now. What happened?
I think Splatoon might have more Rule 34 than those other games.
Okay,
so maybe that'll
next
move
question.
consoles.
Splatoon has so many memes in their damn Miiverse, it's ridiculous.
I'm a kid now.
And I'm a squid now.
Yeah.
Justin,
I actually had not seen that commercial.
Justin Denlinger writes in, what is your most hype games coming out this year?
Batman.
That's real soon, too.
That's like the 29th? Yeah, I think so. The 30th? It's the 26th or the 30th, I believe.
I expect it to get delayed, but Persona 5 is scheduled for this year still.
Oh, June 23rd. I was wrong. Sorry.
If not that, then, I don't know. Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
Game of the year. Every year.
Mm-hmm.
Just for that music.
What the fuck is coming out this year that I even care
That's the
about?
problem. Most of the stuff that was supposed to come out this year has already been moved. Like, Uncharted 4 has been delayed. Almost wouldn't be shocked if Persona 5 gets delayed.
No.
God, Batman technically got delayed, but it got delayed like a month.
Supposedly that Star Fox game is supposed to come out this year, and they haven't shown that at all.
Yeah.
from Nintendo side.
Zelda got bumped a year
Yeah.
to next year.
Yep.
Every company's been bumping games. I think Halo 5 is still this year. I think, or did that get bumped as well?
I don't know.
I don't know. A lot of things have been delayed.
I feel like there was something that I can't remember. Wasn't Mighty Number 9 supposed to be this year?
It is this year. It's like September,
August
I
or
think.
September.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that because that's the first thing that I actually kind of care about to see for myself, and play through. That's coming out this year because everything else is being pushed back. So that probably will be too. But whatever. I'm saying that. Ugh.
Yeah, because I don't think Fallout 4 is going to hit this year. If it does, I'll be shocked.
Is Doom 4 this year? Let's be real here.
I don't know. Probably not. I think that actually was one of the games I couldn't remember that got delayed.
If
the
that's this
beta
year,
that they included with Wolfenstein could be this year, maybe.
that's what I'm
but
thinking.
even that, I expect next year, like the beginning of next year, for that beta.
I'm going to go ahead and say that. If that is this year, I actually want to see what they do with Doom 4 really badly. So
a lot of those games I just want to see more of what they are.
Right. Well, I want to play them because I've always liked how Doom
Yeah.
games play.
Mm-hmm. I just have no idea what Doom 4 is going to be.
I think
Like,
this is
really
a
at all.
question we would have to revisit when we're all back after E3 is done.
Yeah.
I think.
Like, once
Yeah.
you have a better idea of what's actually coming out.
Yeah,
Instead
exactly.
of, maybe this is coming out. I don't really believe it, though.
Yeah.
Oh, Mirror's Edge 2 is probably next year.
Mm-hmm. I'd assume so.
Yeah, that can't be this year. Because I'm sure they got all kinds of delays with Battlefield 4.
Street Fighter 5 is probably next year. Kingdom Hearts 3 is fucking probably 5 years from now. I don't know.
I think Street Fighter 5 is also going to come into like beta early next year.
I think the beta is actually this year.
Beta might be this year. Because they can do that with a limited roster.
Okay, Shadowblade Z337 writes in. I guess Shadowblades. What new games will you think will be announced at next week E3?
Fallout 4.
That's a good answer.
I know. We'll probably get a new game from. The only problem is the only ones I actually can think of immediately are like Nintendo ones. Like, oh, Next Level Games will probably be working on a new game. Like, hopefully a Punch-Out sequel or something. Retro Studios is probably working on something new that's not Donkey Kong for once. I don't know. And any major companies, I'm already just like, I don't know. I doubt they're going to make another Sly Cooper because Sly Cooper 4 didn't quite have the impact I think they were hoping for. Infamous as a franchise is dead. I don't know how Second Son actually did.
I want to know more about Dark Souls 3. If that's
You will
a
learn.
confirmation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't
Learn
think
it
they've
next
actually
week.
confirmed it yet.
I
So,
mean, there was like gameplay out there, I think.
I want that damn
I want-
new Battletoads confirmation to be real.
mm-hmm.
The next, like, actually see what the next Mass Effect is.
I want the
They're
next Gears of
clearly working
War.
on that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
another Gears
I'm
of
just
War.
going in being like, hey, surprise me, please. That's
That-
my stance right now.
That's kind of it too. Yeah, Snap 2 would be great. Actually, I would love to see a Pokemon Snap with the Wii U tablet. That would
Let's
be
see
great.
let's see what happens to this year's Assassin's Creed games, plural.
Ugh.
Please dedicate more of your conference, Microsoft and Sony, to Assassin's Creed and Call of Duty, please.
Yeah, please do it. That's what the people want. So that was the end of the questions, but then somebody whose question we read, I think, while we were doing this, tweeted and said, so you read my HW comment, will the 3DS lag even the 32 gig legs, 32 gigabit legs loading eternally doesn't lag with HD though? I think that was a little awkward of a sentence. Won't the 3DS lag as well? I guess he was talking. I think this is a dude that was talking about getting the 3DS and the.
Who wrote it?
Oh, sorry. On Twitter, they wrote it. Dumb limbless dog on Twitter, which is a pretty great name. Won't the 3DS lag? I don't really know what you mean by lag.
If they scale things down enough, it probably won't be that bad. I assume they're talking about like
the
Hyrule
Hyrule
Warriors.
Warriors. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. If it's scaled down enough, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah. I mean, they have Xenoblade on there now with that new one. Like, it'll be fine, probably, honestly. That thing's pretty powerful for a handheld. And yeah, it will be scaled. It won't look as good, because nothing on handhelds ever look as good as on your big monitor with the crazy HD and all that shit. But it'll look fine.
Yeah, the 3DS is a pretty good machine. It's not like the Wii U is a fucking monster, but
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. But that does it. We finally got through an episode. All
We
right.
did it.
Hooray!
So what are your games of the week? John?
Can I say the Steam cookie clicker game?
I mean,
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna say Splatoon. I'm gonna say Splatoon.
Hank, game of the week.
Massive Chalice.
And mine is definitely Phoenix Wright trilogy so far, which is pretty great considering I've also been playing The Witcher, and I've been having, well, it's just a different time completely. Hank, thank you for joining us, filling in our hole
It was fun.
that we had with Sean's departure.
It's a fun time.
If people wanted to chat with you somewhere else, where could they do that?
At Comic Panels with no space on Twitter. That'd be the easiest way.
That'd be the easiest way. Cool. We don't know when Sean's going to be back. He told us, but John and I didn't listen and forgot. So with John gone next week, I might be alone. Or Sean might be here.
I believe he said like maybe move it to Friday or Saturday when he gets back. I feel like because he wanted to do an E3 catch-up podcast.
I feel like I'm going to have to talk to him at some point and find that out, and not just do a show at 3 in the morning alone after work or something.
That would be pretty funny, though.
It would be pretty bad. Anyways, thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy.
Bye.